It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, Maiyegun don't come, my people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary politico, Maiyegun don't come, this one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, and in the touchlight every corner, Maiyegun don't come. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder. Maiyegun don't come. My people make we shout. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun diary politico. Maiyegun don't come. This one not the.
Hello there. Good evening, and you're welcome to Maiyegun's Diary Political tonight. From wherever you are watching from, I'll say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you. So thanks so much for joining me. Please let me know if this audio is quite better. I'm going to check from my own end there. 1 sec. Hello there. Yeah, I think we are good with the audio. So yeah, you can share this broadcast or this video with your friends. After subscribing, yeah, that's what you should do first before we continue. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to share the broadcast with my own friends. You should do the same and we'll get started. You can also take the time to read the caption of the broadcast and be part of it too. It's going to be extensive in a way. And possibly, I'm going to open the line at some point, and you can phone in too. If you check your screen, the WhatsApp number to phone is right there on your screen. It is only meant for this broadcast whenever we are live, not after. Okay, so yeah, let's share that with the people out there. So today is day 3 of illegal arrest again and detention of Omoyele Sowore. This time around, the government of Bokwari, the police claimed to have received a complaint, a phone call from the people around the area where Sowore and so many other Nigerians gathered to do their crossover protest, just like from 2020 to 2021, still reminding the government that they know that the problem is not going to go away, that we are going from 2020 to 2021 doesn't mean that the problem is away. People should be reminded, the government should be reminded, his own way of protesting. And so many other guys. He's not the only person arrested, detained for 3 days now. He's arrested with 3 or 4 other people who are also being detained, you know, from the report we've received, after being tortured with that bloody face, that bloody nose that you saw yesterday, yeah? So they've also made sure that, well, his lawyer got there and they reported that, one, they were not allowed to bail him and bail others as well, because whatever they must have been accused of is bailable, except if it is being, if the accuser is the presidency, the Nigeria tyrannic regime of Buhari. So they said they were waiting for order from above to release him. That is where this won't be the first time, you know. We all know that justice is dead in Nigeria, but every now and then we have to constantly remind ourselves, right? We need to be reminded all the time that when justice is dead, it is not just for one person who is feeling the pang or a group of people feeling the pang. We have millions who are feeling it because only few are expressing it. Are those you are likely going to call the troublemakers, the category that Omoyele Sowore seems to have belonged to in the book of those who want the status quo to continue somehow. So they said they needed the order from above, not from the court. They are not being charged to court. They are not being, they denied them initially from the report. They denied them medical attention until they probably got order from an above, from that same above, to allow Sowore to be attended to. You saw that bloody face. You saw that beating. And some of you who knows how Nigerian policemen are, I don't think it will be hard for you to imagine what kind of abuse, what kind of assault will lead to somebody bleeding from their whole, all over their faces to the nose and all of that. So you can, it is better imagined. It is the same government of Buhari that used their judicial system to keep Sowore locked openly in a city. They call it city jailing or something like that. So he's now serving a jail term by just walking about, walking around, and they are further looking for other ways to implicate him further, right? So they locked him in Abuja. Their court refused to lift that restriction. It is for a purpose. And that purpose is to ensure that the justice will continue to be denied as long as it is Nigeria. American election distracted the world a lot from what happened in Nigeria in October. And if I have to say, it's really, really helped the criminals in Nigeria during that period. American election, coronavirus pandemic, the whole world in pandemic, you know what I'm talking about, recession here and there. Everyone is simply minding their own business now, mostly. So they got away with the killings, the shooting and killing of innocent youths in Nigeria. But they intentionally locked them up there. It couldn't go to their courts. Their courts are completely closed against him. And whenever the courts are opened, they are ready to postpone and adjourn. It is for a reason. And now they seem to have grown tired of seeing him walk about in the open prison. Yeah, they call it city arrest. Thank you very much, Ken Riba. So city arrest normally should be where you live. And if we have to say it, maybe Sowore should have been given a city arrest in Lagos. But in Abuja, where he had just good people who feel like he shouldn't be left alone, supporting him, feeding him, housing him in Abuja. So it's part of the plot to ensure that they keep those they can keep in jail. They keep those they can keep in very close check, and make themselves believe that they are in control. So every protest, even when they did pot and pan protest, you remember, during the lockdown, they were also plotting to arrest him for protesting, for people protesting against hunger, lockdown, no food, no nothing. That is how terrible they are. And that is what the injustice in Nigeria is. But the reason why I have to do this tonight is this. Again, it is day 3. By tomorrow, the drama will begin. God knows where it's going to lead to. And the most is going to be is for them to take him away from the public. lock him up. From the report we are receiving, they are waiting for the court to open on Monday. Okay, so they are waiting for court to open on Monday, finding a judge that will help them jail the four of them, maybe for some days, maybe for a week. Then they will eventually find another court that's going to lift that. It's probably going to get released again. And then this is 2021. The same thing that happened in 2020, 2018, 2019, 2020, and now 2021. It won't change, just to lay credence to what I have told you before now. But like I said, the reason why I'm doing this is this. Some of you, again, who still have your own kind of different understanding of who Sowore is and what Sowore, and those who believe in Sowore, why they are doing what they are doing. I understand that and I respect you. Honestly speaking, I do. But what you don't know is this. Yes, the most they can do to him is to kill him. Do you know that? And if they kill him, he will probably be killed for what he believed in, which probably is a joke to some of you. Okay? That can look like a pure joke. Why do you want to die for fighting for Nigeria and all of that stuff? But what you don't know is that you are all Sowore. We are all Sowore. Not just Sowore. You see, everyone who is a victim of that tyranny in Nigeria, everyone, whether you supported them or you didn't support them, it doesn't really matter. We are all just a step away from becoming another Sowore under a different circumstances, you know, a very different circumstance, possibly. And that is something that some of you are possibly not seeing yet. I am not going to make you see them if you don't want to. But here is the deal. You have a system that you know it, I know it, pretty much like established rigged system that those who have the chance, the opportunity to be in charge are in control, past, present, and those who still want to be in charge, their world is completely different. Their world view is completely different from yours. And I know that because some of you believe that their world is different from yours, the best thing is for you to take it away from them. But I believe that some of you are also believing now, you are getting to realize that you are not going to do that without putting up a fight. You are going to put up a fight. I know there are those who would say it confidently that if the fight break out today, they are ready. But I don't know the type of fight you're talking about. Do you get that now? Because as we are now, it is obvious that Nigeria is in chaos. Nigeria is at war. The war within, the war without. And this particular war is the reason why so many of you feel like it's better we break away, we break up, fine. But I don't know where you're going to ignite it, because there's already one going on, and whatever is keeping everybody waiting is what I don't know. And don't misunderstand me. Sowore believe that there is war going on, a war waged against those who are trapped in Nigeria. So many people are trapped in Nigeria now, except for those who don't believe they are trapped. You know what I'm talking about? Those who are not really upset. And if you look around you, you will realize that your brother, your sister, there are people around you that you don't expect them not to be tired of Nigeria, but they will tell you, yes, we are tired of Nigeria, but we don't have that tiredness in that way that you are seeing it. You have them around you. People who don't believe that Nigeria should break. Those who believe that Nigeria should break. Everyone is trapped in Nigeria now. Okay? So, those who believe that Nigeria should not break, but those who are holding Nigeria are those that should break. They are being sacrificed by those who are in charge of Nigeria, PDP, APC, everywhere. You know that. You can choose who to blame, whatever makes you comfortable. Please enjoy it. I'm just trying to let you come along now. Let's dot the line. Let's connect all the links and probably make a sense out of this. for you to know that you are all sure, all of us, whether you are living in Nigeria or you are living outside Nigeria, how this connects to you, why you shouldn't feel happy that they are doing this to them. Because it's not the only person. There are other guys locked up simply because they believed that they don't need to break away. Call them names. Yeah, we call them names. Fine. But they are there, trapped. They don't know how, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to go about it. They have staged protest. They have done riot. They have done a lot, wherever they could. But they seem to just be trapped in there, the open concentration camp. Then we have those of us who believe that, those who are believing in fixing Nigeria are still going to come around because they haven't really met the disappointment that will make them, that breaking point where you are going to turn around and say, I'm going to stop fooling myself about Nigeria. Do you get that now? So we have those of us who believe that the only solution to Nigeria issue is for Nigerians to stay alive, and that is to break up Nigeria and let everybody go and take care of his own destiny. Let everybody go and destroy himself. You know what I'm talking about? Don't let the mystery of others destroy the rest of others. Let everybody take care of. I believe in that. And we are many too. But even though you believe, and we are many, we are also trapped still in that project Nigeria. Let me make it make sense to you. Whatever you want really matters. I agree. But agreeing with what you want also means that, and you want it to be respected, is for you also to respect those who probably haven't really come full circle yet, like yourself. Nnamdi Kanu, before he became the torchbearer for the Biafrans of today, of this generation, Nnamdi Kanu once stood protesting against bad governance in Nigeria, against bad this and that. In the same London, he led protest. He believed that Igbos deserved better in Nigeria. But when he realized there is a pure waste of time, it didn't take him long to turn around and face the cause that nearly took his life. So don't get yourself worked out. Don't get yourself so worked up about why Sowore is like that, about why some people are still believing in Nigeria. Give them time. There are many people who don't believe, who never really believed that Nigeria should break up. Today, they are champions of break it up, end it, save lives. You give them time. You don't condemn them and watch them get vilified and killed by the same criminals who are also going to hunt you down too. Who are those hunting down those of, okay, let's put it this way. You don't like Sowore and those who believe in one Nigeria. Rather than say, I don't like, be that judgmental, maybe you should calm down and reason now. You have a system you want to get rid of in order for you to have your freedom. You know you have to put up a fight. One way or the other, you know it's going to lead to that. When? You don't know, but you know it's going to lead to that. How is it going to end? You have no idea, but you know it's going to lead to something. Something needs to give. Because whether not PDP or APC, whoever is in charge of Nigeria, whether it's a Yoruba man or Igbo man or Hausa man or Fulani man or whoever is in charge of Nigeria is a product of that system. Nobody will come from that outside and breaking into that system. Even those who believe in one Nigeria, they know they stand no chance. That is why Sowore is asking for a revolution that would gear the entire populace up and say, we deserve better. That's not a bad idea. They believe they needed to do something. They continue to stand up and protest, stand up to challenge, stand up every day. They get arrested, they get beaten, they even got killed. In that Nigeria, who are those doing that? Those in charge of Nigeria. Then turn to the right and see the Biafrans. The Biafrans are also trapped in Nigeria now. If you don't believe that you are trapped, then why are we asking that they should free Biafra and let Biafra go? And why do you think if it's going to lead to you fighting and defending everything that Biafra has, including your blood, you will give that? Is it not because some people are powerful that they believe they can hold you? That if you dare hold any flag, They will shoot you down. Not just that they are saying that or telling you that they are capable. They are already doing it. So those who call for revolution, those who call for answers, those who call for protests, the Shiites, everyone, even the victims of banditry in North East, North Central, they are not allowed to protest against their, their own killings. Did you get that now? Who are those doing that? The people who believe they are in charge of Nigeria. Maybe you don't know. Or maybe you do know. But you just prefer to choose your soft targets by pretending to misunderstand the whole thing. So, who are those killing the Biafrans? Who are those hunting Biafrans now? Do you think it is Hausa Fulani that are hunting Biafrans? I don't think you believe that, do you? Well, I don't think you believe that. And if you do believe that it is Hausa Fulani that is coming to hunt you or hunt ESN in the eastern part of Nigeria, then probably you don't deserve to be engaged in conversations this deep in a way. Because it's the truth. The people who are encouraging the suppression of the Biafra campaign, Biafra coming to be, 99% of them are also those Biafrans themselves, those who have the opportunity to use their position to protect all Biafrans, protect the interest of Biafra, cut a good deal for Biafrans in Nigeria, and ensure that an average and every Biafran feels safe in Biafra land. Who are those? Your governors, your senators, your reps, your political appointees, your government contractors, those who are benefiting from the project Nigeria. Those who knows that if you bring your Biafra, if Biafra come today, they stand no chance of the same manipulation, the same abracadabra, and the rest of that. And there are those who are now using that same position to hunt down the same Biafrans. So if I now use the phrase that everyone is trapped in that Nigeria, Oduduwa Republicans are now also campaigning, whether you believe in them or you don't. You know me, I believe in everybody who is standing, every group, real or unreal, because I believe in time. I love using the phrase that time will take care of everything. So if you are real, you will last. If you are a dishonest group, it's a matter of time. You will be exposed. You will become non-entity in a way. It's a matter of, that's the way I deal. I don't raise that up that much. But Oduduwans are also saying they are leaving. So everybody is trapped in. The Middle Beltans, they are now saying if Biafrans want to leave, if Oduduwans want to leave, they are also going to leave and start their own country. The Niger Delta says if the Biafrans are leaving, they are leaving too. So everybody is now talking about, oh, we are leaving. So the Northerners that says the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable, they are now saying we are ready to negotiate. What's the point I'm making? The point I'm making is that those who knows that something is not working in Nigeria, which is now sort of a common acceptance that everything is not working. So everybody is choosing what they believe they can do to make it better. And when you now look at everybody and what you believe in, you will realize that you actually believe in the same thing. And what is that? A fake country put together to work against our own people, rather than the people to be the beneficiary of the country, their country. They became the slaves in their own country, treated so abysmally, so poorly, and abused repeatedly, again and again and again, to make them feel worthless. A fake country. So what do you want to do? Oh, we want to fix it. Then you have to get rid of this first. I did a video earlier today. I said, if you have the opportunity of living in Nigeria, you can live. Every time I made videos like that, people get to, react differently, which is very, very good for us to react differently helps me. It is called the feedback. Some said, if everybody leave Nigeria, when the Fulani herdsmen comes and take over the land, who is going to fight? You know that it is not even possible for everybody to leave Nigeria. It is actually an advantage if you have the opportunity of leaving Nigeria and you join the group of the of those who will eventually raise the war chest to defend the land and help those who are going to stay back that will need to defend the land. Everybody is not going to leave, of course, but those who are going to stay back, they will need help, or else you will just have millions of, army of hungry young people who will watch themselves slaughtered like animals in the face of ravaging, invading terrorists. But when you have enough shares, we can raise money. Oh, trust me, oh. Nigerians and everyone outside Nigeria, Igbos, Yoruba, we have done it many times. So if you have the opportunity, you will leave. Those who will stay back should stay back and defend what they believe rightly belongs to them. And if the deal is to break away, of course, you need an enlightened citizen. You need an enlightened population, people to understand why they are breaking away. What are they breaking away from? But we all come back to agree that, yeah, we are trapped. We need to break it up. We need to move away. We need to do this. How? You need to raise up a fight. And those who are doing it, you don't condemn them. And that was why when the old, what do you call it? The old social media, Yoruba social media, was pretty much up in arms against our Biafran brothers when Nnamdi Kanu was being persecuted. I stood same way I am sitting here today, telling everybody that they were wrong. It is wrong. Hey, can't you see how Nnamdi Kanu insulted Yorubas? I said, Nnamdi Kanu didn't insult me. My videos are out there. I've got thousands of videos on this medium, on different medium platforms. You can go and look them up. This is wrong. The whole world should rise. You cannot kill this person for asking to have his own country. And I think that actually won me many friends. Some of you became my friends since then. And you probably saw the sincerity in my own call, telling those who were who were glorifying the victimization of Nnamdi Kanu, not just Nnamdi Kanu, all the IPOB members at that time. I mean, it was that bad that some people who are like Yorubas, they felt cool being able to speak out using the criminal abuse and assault on Nnamdi Kanu by the government of Buhari. I was pretty much on the screen telling them they were wrong. So if you are one of those who believe that all these things they are doing to Sowore, that it deserves it, you are also wrong. You are more than wrong. Because that is what they do. Everybody hates everybody who is trying to challenge a system that keeps everybody oppressed. Everyone is oppressed. How difficult is that for you to understand? I have never been to Borno. I've never been to Yobe. I've never been to any northern part of Nigeria in my life. But if you look at all my videos, when I speak about insecurity, when I speak about women abducted, when I speak about women being raped, kidnapped, and all of that, I'm speaking from the position of humanity to tell you that criminals who have the opportunity of keeping you safe, even if they don't believe in what you believe in, their duty is to keep you safe. Their duty is not to trade you. Their duty is not to kill you. Their duty is not to kill you for what you believe in. As long as you're not killing anybody for what you believe in, for goodness sake, from the position of humanity. I've never been to any of this part of the northern Nigeria. But I can sit down here for 5 hours or more and tell you, without mincing words, things going on in northern Nigeria. And I'll tell you to go out there and verify, double check, come back and tell me I'm wrong. Because I wanted the world to know about it. I wanted you to know that whatever anger you have against Nigeria right now is justified. I don't care, and I'm not going to judge you. Because from whatever position it is coming from, whatever venting or whatever anger you have, you can vent them. But do not victimize the victims of a rotten system by finding them or by gaslighting them. You are wrong. If the revolution now, guys, and every other reasonable Nigerians themselves who we believe will soon come to understanding. How is that difficult? There are many of you who don't believe in Biafra, and you are Igbos. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you're not as strong as you are today, because you are more convinced now than you were before. Do you not know that it was because of the time? Some people actually endured your own objection to Biafra too. Today you have Yorubas who are now talking about Biafra, telling you things that they normally wouldn't speak out in the public before. There were people who made that happen. They gave those people time. They let them express their ignorance about it. Then with time, with repeated enlightenment, awareness, they are today champions of what is right. Human right is a God-given right. Nobody needs to guarantee that. There is no book that needs to give you that. Human, you are human. You have right. Yes, you may have misunderstandings. That's what I told my friends back then. Those who actually took it up with me, telling me back then that Maiyegun, some even called me bastard. You remember? Yes, some called me bastard. I even did my best then to try to educate that my brother Adeyinka Grandiot. So I tried to make him see the power that we all control, the power of communication, the power of convincing people to believe in their thoughts, because you can make them align their thoughts and make an informed, reformed decisions. I did my best, because that's all I do. Bring everyone together against all your misunderstandings. But if you can see through their power, no rivalry. I don't like us to see ourselves as rivals. I know how to do it better. He doesn't know how to do it. All that stuff. Oh, I don't like what he stands for. But if you look critically, you will realize that you are fighting the same enemy. How this person is fighting it may be lesser than the way you are fighting it. But if you look at this critically, everyone who stood up to challenge the rot, who stood up genuinely, who stands up to challenge the rot, they have paid different prices, including supreme prices too. People have been killed. We have them. We have the record. People's liberty were being taken away. Fear, just like that. They say, yeah, you have freedom of speech, but freedom after speech is not guaranteed. And those educated people agree. And we continue to tell them, it is wrong. That is the main point. You are wrong to victimize victims of a rigged system simply because they are fighting it differently than you think you are fighting it. They have killed IPOB members. We have videos, we have pictures, we have seen people who are not supposed to have died, killed for what they believed in Nigeria. We have seen, look at this guy who spoke. This guy is also locked up. Let me share this video. There are guys who knows that, yes, they may not have anywhere to go to, but they will continue to challenge the system and continue to speak up, even if they have to be killed. In the face of this kind of a thing, I want to share this so that I can have a drink before I continue. Guide your emotion. People are paying prices for the, people are paying for the consequences of being trapped in Nigeria. But the good news is that the numbers of those who are now jumping from that ship of ignorance, the number is increasing. It doesn't matter from which camp or from where they are coming from. If we all continue and not see this whole thing as rivalry, This person is greater than that person. This person is doing it right, that person is doing it wrong. Fighting the system is what gives me joy. Because in the process of fighting it, you will decode how to crash it. And you will realize that by the time you crash it, those who are controlling it, when they lose the grip, no longer in control, and I mean genuinely not in control again, you will realize that you can get a Biafra. You can get to the Dual Republic. You can get something better, far, far better, with much ease, rather than everybody, every group paying the price differently, separately, for you not to be able to put together how much prices you have all paid. Think about it. You are a Biafran, strong Biafran. You will give anything. If I ask you to take stock of how many Biafrans who have paid prices, including supreme prices, in the cause of believing that one day the glorious land, the land of the rising sun, the rising yellow sun, Biafra land will rise and you will be free. If I ask you to take stock and give me names of those who have paid supreme prices so far, your heart will break, won't it? If I call on those, the Shiites, whose own fight are just for them to have religion freedom. That's what they're asking for. Religious freedom. But they are being killed for it because those in charge of Nigeria believe that their religion they are talking about can give them so much control, and then we lose control. It is better to tame them, but they can't tame them using that same religion to fight them. They have to use the instrumentality of one Nigeria to fight them. They are losing people too. Imagine losing 1,500 human beings, over 48 pregnant women, 329 children, over 600 men, and more than 600 women killed in a space of 2 days, and their bodies buried, disappeared, and nobody is being held for that, simply because they just want to be Shiites. They are killed by the state. If we ask them to bring the list of their own casualties for fighting the system that is rigged against everybody, but everybody is trapped in it. If we go to the Middle Belt and say, you Middle Belters, you Northern Christians, come together, give us the list of your casualties. For what? For being trapped in the system. Give us the names. You will get to know those who have been killed, displaced, life ruined, people who have been disabled, vulnerable, and nobody cares about them. But they are trapped in that Nigeria. Simply because some people feels like they can do what they like, wherever they like. They can kill anyone they want to kill. They can send you to jail whenever they want to send you to jail. And nothing is going to happen. And it is going to be so naive of you to think that this whole thing is happening because Bokwari is the president. Oh, come on. You should be smarter than that. Okay? That is why people like us who deal with time, who believe more in time, that time will not just take care of things. Time will unravel things. Many people will be unraveled. People say true characters will show. It is only time. But if you don't let people tell you or show you who they are, you are denying yourself the opportunity of making an informed decision about what exactly do you think will work. And that is where someone like me becomes your savior. Somebody that can make you dot the lines, cross the T's, link the events, bring things back to your memory and let you know that nothing is going to miss. Nothing is amiss if you can give this a critical thinking, unless you let people unravel with time. Everybody is fighting for the same thing. So now imagine where people who have paid prices families, loved ones. You know what I'm talking about? People who have become victims. Imagine when you give them that time that they can know that their worst mistake, error, is to believe that Nigeria will work. But when you let them come to that reality, that realization that it is all rules, fake, they will team up, make up your army, the army that will face the system that is making you, making him, making everybody continue to despise Nigeria, except for those who are benefiting. I love this guy. He's currently locked up with Sowore. But just this is a reminder. Watch this.
Personal income tax. And that presupposes the fact that they must be working or doing something else. Yes. Now, as it stands now, if Mr. Governor have given all our parents a receipt to pay 10,000 naira tax, is it saying that, is it saying that all of our parents are earning the same thing? Yes. What was the parameter of calculation? Yes. To have said that we are going to pay 10,000 naira tax?
There are people doing accounting here. Accounting. The economics is the same thing. That tax in today. Sir. We are university students. We are university students, sir. We are university students. We are paid for arguments. And I'm quite sure you don't want to build monkeys and gorillas. If you are accusing, for instance, you are accusing our students of being unruly, of not being in a 21st century behavior. But if you want to see 21st century students, you have to give our universities a 21st century funding. Now, you told us that, sorry. You have 2 months.
Yes, you told us that education cannot be free, especially our tertiary education, because of increased population. May I tell you, Mr. Governor, back then, our sponsored free education in which you attended with cocoa money, with money generated from cocoa. Now, even though we might begin to argue that Nigeria is in recession, even though it is fictitious, I want us to know that before we entered into this recession you brought us into, the entire government and starters, before we entered this recession, Nigeria generated trillions and trillions of dollars from oil, such that cocoa would have never imagined such a money will exist. So why is it that you...
They arrested a young man. He's one of those locked up in Abuja, and they are waiting for the order from above to sue them to court or to free them. And this is day 3. There's a guy that reacted about all of this about Nigeria. And this kind of one way, the end of it, where if you meet real Nigerians who are going through the hell of what the people are going through in Nigeria, these are the people we need to let know that they shouldn't look forward to the government doing anything. They shouldn't look forward to God saving them from these criminals. They should man up and begin to get rid of them themselves. And how? This is your own job, the job of every group who want to get rid of a rigged system. A rigged system is an enemy to itself. It will self-destruct. Nigeria will self-destruct. But in order to save lives, what we need to do, what we need right now is collaboration, effort to support one another. Whatever everyone is pushing for, if you pay attention, if you calm down, you will realize that you are all fighting the same enemy for a different way. But by the time that enemy collapsed, by the time that rigged system crumbles, you will now see clearly that there is an opportunity for you to have everything you want, even more. But you cannot do it separately, you cannot do it individually. That is why I give credit to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Look at how things changed in the last 2 years, especially after the experience he had when the soldiers were trying to kill him in 2018 or 2017 then. When they tried to kill him, So he realized that at the end of the day, everybody is trapped in that Nigeria. And until more than half of other people who are part of that Nigeria, until they realize that they are trapped, there is no way it's going to be an easy job for Biafrans to live. Very smart move. He met with so many people, met with so many group of people, met with so many Yoruba people, Yoruba leaders, and so many others like that. He even met with Sowore. That's to tell you that everyone is trapped. You may not see it that way, okay? But I believe if you indeed respect Nnamdi Kanu, then you are also going to agree that he's a smart guy. And he can't be possibly so blinded with so much hate and still be able to feel comfortable to speak to those he believes that if they are courageous enough, they can take Yoruba out of the mess without having to wait for the criminals who want to use Yoruba name to their own advantage in 2023, okay? And somehow that unity worked. Social media calmed down a bit in a way that Yorubas are now mingling. So you know what I'm talking about, Me, I have been there before that truce. I have been that lone voice who made everyone realize that you may not like Nnamdi Kanu. You may not like the approaches of the IPOB members and all the Igbo guys on social media, how they react, how they respond, what they say, and all of that. But you cannot deny the fact that they have the right to demand for their own referendum. It is a right, whether they are going to win it, whether they are not going to win it. It is a common sense. Civilization demands that you should respect such. You are wrong to want them to be killed. You are wrong to support them being arrested and killed. And the same thing is what I'm telling you today. That if everybody don't see it that way, Nnamdi Kanu doesn't see it as a rivalry. He believes that collaboration, networking, friendship, brotherhood, things that makes us realize that we are in a mess. No matter how you are fighting for it, one way or the other, you are fighting the same enemy. If they push it between now to 2023, and they manage to organize their own election again, Abi, whoever they give you in 2023, my sermon will make sense to you. That the problem is not just Boko Haram, okay? The problem is actually a rigged system, a fake country that forced you together and also gave you no right to discuss your relationship. It's so bad. And I like what this guy feels. He's angry. And there are many people who actually feel this.
Ọ̀rọ̀ epo ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sà á dẹ̀ rí pé bọ́rọ̀ yẹn ṣe ń lọ kò tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn nǹkan tó kàn ń wù èmi báyìí pé kó ṣẹlẹ̀ pé kí Nàìjíríà parẹ́ kí gbogbo wa kú ńgbà kan sà bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn yẹn àti pé àní ìjọba gbogbo ìjọba tá a ní olórí burúkú ni wọ́n àpárá wọn nìkan náà ń wá tó ń jà sí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì wa ò dáa àti Buhari wa àti èmi kí gbogbo wa kú lọ́dọ̀ kan kí gbogbo wa kú ikú òjijì ni ò kí jẹ́ pé kẹ́nìkan kú kájọ kú kí gbogbo wa kú káyé parẹ́.
Do you understand that? That's the frustration of a driver. It's an old video. It's not a new video. But every time I come across that video, I always feel like there are people who feel like that. Some feel like all our political leaders should just die. Because according to the way it feels like these guys they are so mean. They are heartless. How can they pretend not to see these sufferings they are creating? This inequality, this death, these killings. How can they not feel it and be human and do the right thing genuinely? Maybe they should just all die. There are people who are saying that on social media. Do you understand that? It is that bad. Whatever you are pushing for, whatever Sowore believes in, which many of you know, why is Sowore not fighting for the Oduduwa Republic? Sowore will have to fight for the Oduduwa Republic, also fight for Niger Delta Republic, because he is a man of two parts, because of the way Nigeria is now probably divided, Abi. Ondo State, part of Niger Delta, part of Yoruba, and then he will have to be part of two countries. He will always be probably citizen of the world. And he also told me on my program in the past that why would he be against Biafra? He said that repeatedly. Whatever is making some of you really upset, right? is complete misconception. And you need to think deeper than that. I mean, you need to act more matured than that. If you're actually really enraged, believing whatever you are told about Sowore without what you found out about him. And I don't think if you respect Nnamdi Kanu, you should disrespect Omoyele Sowore, because they seem to respect one another a lot. I mean, a lot. Do you get that now? So you can't respect Nnamdi Kanu and disrespect Omoyele Sowore and feel good in a way. He told me on my program, he said, Maiyegun, why would I be against Biafra? Do I know that their own fight, their campaign, do I know if they are going to get the Biafra out of Nigeria and they are going to give me political asylum if I'm still fighting in Nigeria, trying to get Nigerians to fight their government? Who knows if I'm going to end up in Biafra seeking political asylum? So why should I be against Biafra? But most people who don't really like Sowore, some of them don't like him because of what they read about him. Some of them don't like him because of Sahara Reporters and Goodluck Jonathan and PDP and all of that. Then in 2019, some of them who pretended that they don't like Nigeria, they supported Atiku. They wanted Atiku or PDP to share and win. So when Atiku no win, when they ring him out, so they were looking for softer target again, and Sowore became the easy target. Let me tell you something. It won't change anything, and many of you won't change either. You won't change because some of you are waiting for 2023. This is 2021. God bless your souls. By next year, many of you will be convincing people, using fake names, using fake ID here and there on social media, working as sellers for different political parties, telling us that breaking up Nigeria it doesn't make any sense. I'm talking about those who are quiet, agreeing with us now. I have been there, so don't think I don't know what I'm talking about. I have seen them. I remember when I was promoting a political party for 2019 election, Green Party, remember? I remember those who loved what I was doing, what we were doing. They loved that so much that they publicly came to tell me that they wanted to be part of it. I didn't know that they were members of PDP, members of APC. When the year for the election was like a year to the election, these same guys, they became Jagaban boys. They became PDP boys, Atiku boys. They became these boys. I was like, sir, I thought it's like, Maiyegun Green Party don't do anything, Jare. Now Atiku, after that we can do, you see, some of you are going to be like that by this time in 2022. So I have been there. So if I'm telling you about that, I know what I'm talking about. But those who are likely not going to are the Biafrans and the Oduduwa Republic campaigners who are going to continue to push. But so many people are also going to join when they try 2023 and they fail. They will just come and join you. That's why I said give everything time. Give it time. It is not rivalry. It's not somebody is better than somebody. Okay? At the end of the day, you all get what you want from the same, from the same struggle, if possible, to connect everything. I want you to watch this video. This video is for about 4 minutes. This video is going to make you feel somehow unsettled. You might have seen the video before. I just want you to see it again. And I want you to pay attention to the characters in the video. They are the people who are doing everything as we speak right now to ensure that Tifnumbu will become the presidential candidate from Yoruba land. And let me tell you this, let me warn you. They are going to win a lot of people over. You are going to see propaganda funded by stolen money, because that is what they spend. Steal the money, invest it during election, expend and buy as many as people as you can buy. People will be scampering for crumbs, scampering for anything they can get. These guys are going to be sounding like they are intelligent. But this is just like 2015 replay. But this time around, the game master himself wants to go out there and do the breakdancing. So this video is not to let you think Tifnumbu is qualified for anything. I just want you to see the character of people and the type of preachings you are going to be getting used to or be seeing in 2023. 2021. You will be getting to be convinced as a Yoruba person. They will continue to make you see this fake achievement, fake progress in Yoruba land because of Tifnumbu. But I decided to play the video. Okay, I want it to be on record. After that, I'm going to speak for another 10 minutes, and then we'll round it up tonight. We'll continue to demand for the freedom of Sowore. Even if you don't like him, do it for humanity's sake. Drop everything that is getting you really, really enraged and really, really mad. Because in the process, you are losing a brother, somebody that will be needed to help fill your rank with other people who believe in the ideology of live and let's live. The people who are not going to be against that your most sought after freedom, because we all deserve to be free. But watch this video again. Let me warn you ahead of time. This video is a video from a particular page where they promote Tifnumbu, and I want this on record so that I can shred it. And when you come across any points like this after this video, you know what to say. Watch this.
Press where your brand envelope is too much. Even Fani Kayode, who has never mobilized anybody in Nigeria, was projected to be a leader, courtesy of press, not because he has any constituency, not because he has anybody around him, not because he has people that are behind me like this. But Fani Kayode are always being promoted every day, courtesy of brand envelope. The day he shot all of you, you have all now left him, and nothing about Fani Kayode. So it is all about the press. The press are the ones that are disturbing Nigeria because of brand envelope, and enough must be enough of that. Give adequate report, merit people that merit whatever. Tinubu has no problem with Nigeria. He has done and paid his due. So, and we must stand by that gentleman arrangement. PDP too are falling in the same situation where they are confused about power rotation. So why will APC say they are confused at the same time? Has it been a problem? The day Tinubu is having agreement with Buhari, are you telling me we are so stupid not to know that Tinubu, who put people in body love and put them inside bus and go and vote in the primary against Atiku with $10,000, does not have an agreement with Buhari? Then you must be joking. So I want to beg anybody, any distractor, that the youth of nowadays are not willing to allow this. And that's why we have committed ourselves. We started mobilizing from the southwest, northwest, north central. We only have few states to do. We have done 19 states out of 36 states of federation, so that we can drum support for Asiwaju, and Asiwaju winning this election will not be a surprise to anybody like he did during MKO Abiola. Because I know quite all right, there are people evil against any learned Nigeria who want to rule Nigeria, and these evil are people that have been benefiting from Nigerian resources since 1960 and which are colonial masters. They have not started their game, but when it is time for Tinubu to come out, they will work against him and go and bring a stupid person who will end up in wasting the South time. Tinubu will develop both north and south. Everybody knows that. There is no doubt about that. In 8 years, he have a commissioner which an Hausa man and Igbo. So we knew he has all the pedigree to rule Nigeria, but people are against it. Why? Those people who have been using a stupid person to rule Nigeria so that they can be stealing our resources, and we must stop that. And the youth must stop now, and we must tell the colonial master, the France, to stop on Nigeria issue and move away to their country. We are not going to be distracted any longer, and that's why we are drumming support for.
That is what charlatans, that's what they do. They make up things, they throw about words, and then, but there's something they kept saying. He said, those people who are going to try to stop Tifnumbu from becoming Nigeria president, they are the people who love to make stupid people presidents. People like Buhari. So who made Buhari president? Tifnumbu is one of them. People who make stupid people president. Wait, let me ask this, guys. Why is it that we have about 900 of you, 1,500 of you watching Maiyegun, and I'm only going to be seeing just about 90, 100 of you with a thumbs up? Are you that kind of, stingy with your Come on, punch it there. I'm saying that now. 99 people, and you have 900 people watching. Come on. Match that if you have really enjoyed your time with me tonight. That is just to register that you are here. Come on, 99. We should be having more than 800 people already clicking on that thumbs up, you know, like Maiyegun, well done. You are saying that in the comments, I understand. But if it takes you time to type comments, it doesn't take you long to punch that like. Come on, give it to me. Let me see it. Let me see that increase. Yeah, 99. It's now gone up to 143. How can I have 900 people? And you love this conversation, and you didn't. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm going to be reading that, okay? So let me take you to the Eastern Nigeria. The ESN, they have started working. And I came across this video. There are two videos. Number one, let me give you an idea of the visitors. I'm talking about the visitors that are government protected. Okay? Let's see who they are. I'm talking about your brother from Futajalon, your brother from Mali, from Sudan, Shinopela, who happened to be an honorable member representing a constituency from Oyo State. I think he's coming from that Shaki Okiobu area or so. Onoara, I think, yeah. So Shinopela, they are shutting him up on the floor of the National Assembly whenever he's trying to raise the insecurity problem in Oyo State. Thank God that Sheyi Makinde, nobody could stop him. He's speaking about it now. But look at these guys that are likely going to be, you are going to be seeing them regularly with the way Nigeria is going. But for ESN, Eastern Security Network, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, I think the Easterners can at least feel good in 2021. Mass killings or kidnapping your women is likely never going to be your portion this year. Okay? Killing people on their way to farm. But look at these animals before I show you the next one.
Minkulata warede sakode barminede minkulata kasede ewalude annabiyu min ori jihadi limdingol biladi mayudo bo sahidi hewto annabiyu sahidi lamdatake sahidi jukkatake sahidi hasbatake so hewti annabiyu min ori jihadi limdingol biladi mayudo fo sahidi hewto annabiyu arande boyli ɓeede o heɓande jakkidede ɓe ɓuri fuu suɓade o ɗakko annabiyu min ori jihadi limdingol biladi mayudo fo sahidi hewto annabiyu mbiya bisimilla makko ɗo woni nokku makko o hewtato joomi makko ɗo woɗɗa annabiyu min ori jihadi limdingol biladi mayuɗo bo sahidi hewto annabiyu ɓe gaddan kadduleje ngari wonone majje misugo urdi majje urgol annabiyu min ori jihadi limdingol biladi mayuɗo bo sahidi hewto annabiyu cawre yay sahidi cawre dey sahidi e sagiraɓe sahidi o hewti annabiyu min ori jihadi limdingol biladi mayuɗo bo sahidi hewto annabiyu mona hokka sahada o winda saada leydarul hulada no wondi annabiyu min ori jihadi limdingol biladi mayuɗo bo.
I just wanted you to see what they look like. So every time you read in the news, okay, that 35 people killed, 80 kidnapped, or 100 people killed, 35 kidnapped. That is what the scene looks like. You see those guys on bike, they can be up to 50, they can be up to 100, okay? They are all with AK-47 and so many other ammunitions. They can go on different missions. They can stop on that motorway, that expressway, and they can begin to kidnap people en masse. They can choose to go and ambush the Nigerian Army convoy, okay? If they are moving weapons, you know, that is who they are. They use bike. Okay? So if they enter anybody's farm, imagine now, you are on your farm, you and your workers. That video of this guy, look at it again.
Minkulata warede sakode barminede minkulata kasede ewalude annabiyu min ori jihadi limdingol biladi mayudo bo sahidi hewto annabiyu sahidi lamdata ke sahidi.
So you look back, you see these guys with guns on bike. They are saying things probably you don't even understand, or they may just even start just shooting. So all of you will start running. You will start running. Some people will be, some people will be dropping on the way. Hey, they have killed Michael. Oh, they have killed this. Everybody will be running and running and running. Like you don't know where you're going to run to. You may run into the forest and you will see another set. They will cover you from front. They will start shooting you again. You begin running back to the people shooting you. That is the experience. It is not an invitation. It is not. See, when they tell you that terrorists kidnap people, they don't just come and say, oh yeah, stop and search. Oh yeah, everybody, this way. And you say like police, when police kidnap you because they want to take money from you. That is not how these guys operate. So I want you to contextualize that. I want you to contextualize it. See what it is in real life. Imagine it. Every time you read the news, those are the guys who are killing people. Those are the guys Buhari is releasing. Those are the guys, they've released over 5,000 of them. After doing all of this, after killing and every other thing, yeah? Whenever they get arrested or anything, the next thing, they rehabilitate them, they free them. These guys don't joke. I don't know what they are doing there. Maybe they are planning their next attack, then they will go and attack, then they will come back again. But as an Igbo man, even if you don't like Nnamdi Kanu, even if you don't understand the way they are trying to get the Biafra, even if you are annoyed and angry that, God knows whatever that is the reason, I don't know. But you should be grateful. You should. Maybe not now. You will be grateful later for those who are still going to pick up arms to defend themselves in Nigeria and those who are still going to pay supreme prices for a Ebonyi state. We got this. How can you, let me ask you this. How can people, for example, let's say me, I just pack my bag, pack my family, put them inside the keke napep or on top of Okada, and I begin going. And I go find one place for, I don't even care, maybe na Enugu, maybe na Sokoto, maybe na Jigawa. Let me just pack my family from Odogbolu in Ijebu, and I just go to some place and I just see land. I just clear the land and I start building myself something for my family. Who does that now? How can that be normal now? How can people just, it doesn't make sense to me. They're only for, after a few years, for them to say they are now having Emir of Zulum in Enugu. Hey, how can Emir of Zulum be in Enugu? Emir of, what's in the happen? Emir of Lagos. Which level now? They say represent all the Emir, all the Abokis in Lagos. Hey, which level? You know what I'm trying to talk about, Abi? But it's a different one, right? But in the Eastern Nigeria, they are not waiting for that time. They are not waiting to become people who are going to be negotiating with their killers. And they will say, you know what? They have families. Where do you want them to go? They have been there for 15 years, 20 years. Nobody sent them. Let's just... If you go Eastern Nigeria and you go display any kind of a Fulani attitude, Baba, now my own opinion, I won't give you. Watch this.
See them? They are here with the 2 lorries.
You may not go. I mean, you may not have seen much in that video, but I've got another one because now, from the report, there have been some people from God knows where they come from, maybe now from the Niger Republic or Libya or wherever. Since Nigeria no get border, these guys have been living in this part of Ebonyi State in the forest. Nobody allocated any land to them. But due to this insecurity issue, people are now showing interest in dislodging all these illegal camps in their forest, and ESN is doing the same thing. So they said people are beginning to move to wherever they come from. Okay? If you want to go to anywhere and you want to live there, buy the land. Don't go to and walk anywhere. Who even gave them the audacity? Imagine me going to Sokoto or me going to Borono and just cut one expanse of land and put my people there and say, oh yeah, if you want to fight us, come and fight us. Who does that? If you want to live in Enugu, go and buy land. Let people sell the land to you. In my own part now, in Yoruba land, my brothers and sisters are selling their family land to go and do some birthday party and do some Owambe and all of that, even though they are still killing themselves for selling their family land, Abi. So people who don't cherish that. So if you are a Fulani, instead of you going into our forest to go and turn yourself to kidnappers, killing our people, kidnapping our women, raping our women, killing our women on their way to farm, our men, come on, go in there and say you want to buy land and you want to build a ranch. There are some Yorubas who are ready to sell their family land. They will sell them to you. Because if you do your ranch in Yoruba land, you're likely going to contribute economically to Yoruba land. You don't go about destroying people's crops simply because you think you can do that. And that is why this video, where they are living, is part of what I want to share with you.
This is Fulanis in Ebonyi State. So we have destroyed their properties and telling them to start packing their properties here in Ebonyi, that we don't need Fulanis in Ebonyi. We don't need Mietiala in Ebonyi State. They should pack out. We are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that all Fulanis are packing out here, and we will follow them to their destination. We don't need Fulani so that our mother and our father can be able to go to farm. We don't need them anymore. We the indigenous are here to do the native work, and the intelligence, we are here to do the native work. As you can see them, they are packing their properties. We destroy all destroyable their properties to make sure that they are packed out from Ebonyi State. We are not here to joke. We are not joking. We are determined to pack them out in Ebonyi State, so that if anybody knows Governor Mahe, that he or her should go and told him that we are determined to do what we are doing. Because we cannot tolerate when our mothers and our fathers go to farm, they will be threatened with the Fulanis. We don't need it again. So you can see them. And we move. Enough is enough, and we can follow them to their destination to make sure that packed out in Ebonyi entirely, totally. See them? They are here with the 2 lorries.
As much as that breaks my heart, if I must be honest to all of you, that breaks my heart. But it is the consequences, or it's part of the consequences of what Nigeria indeed is. How useless and how heartless, divisive those criminals in charge of Nigeria. I blame all these things on the, Boko Haram is making the Fulanis in Nigeria feel invincible. But rather, it is not just, it is not the Fulanis, those ones, because we used to have Fulanis in Nigeria, you know them. They don't kill us, they don't carry AK-47 until Boko Haram became president, and all of them begin to carry AK-47, carrying out mass killings. But you have to give it to those guys. As much as Fulanis are now endangered in some part of the country with the atrocity they have committed and the cover-up that they have enjoyed from the power that be, the Boko Haram government, okay? So, the IPOB, Eastern Security Network, look at those guys. If that was Zamfara, the Fulanis, let's say if that was Igbo community in Zamfara or in Kano or in Sokoto or in Abuja or anywhere in northern Nigeria, they will not give them the chance to pack their stuff and leave. They will begin to kill them and be interested in looting all their properties, to steal them and get their, that's what they feel like. And all this barbarity makes everybody found them as hostile neighbors. They don't want them around. If you want to stay around, do it legitimately. Let's have your names. Let's have your, buy your land so that we can have a name to the land. Lara Olabode, my dear sister, thank you very much for that super sticker. I got that. Thank you. To get what I mean now, do it legitimately. But instead of Boko Haram being the president of Nigeria, a Fulani man from Niger Republic, instead of him to make every Fulani adorable, in Nigeria, he's made them endangered species. I don't know how they are going to survive when Boko Haram no longer have the power, when the likes of Buratai the Butcher and so many of don't let me deceive myself, because it is not just the Boko Haram. Those who are pushing the agenda of Fulanization, Islamization, Northernization, and the many other organizations they are putting on before all of you. Those who are doing it, they are doing so in the name of Boko Haram now. They will do it again and again, because it is still the same Fulani hegemony. Do you get that now? So don't let me deceive myself that if Boko Haram is gone, they won't still be protected anyway. Because the only person who is so confident, who is so physical, who doesn't hide it, that is a bigot, is somebody who believes so much, is what do you call it? Is a tribal jingoist, they call them, people who want to tell you that they have this supremacy because I belong to this tribe stuff, promoter of tribal supremacy. Boko Haram is not hiding it, okay? When he was not in power in 1999, year 2000, and this rogue of animals, they were trying to flex muscle, their muscle in 2000, with Yorubas in Shaki. Lamadeshina was governor for your state. And the Yorubas responded, took care of that, got rid of them. What happened? Boko Haram flew from Daura down to Ibadan to go and see your state governor, Lamadeshina. And the first question he asked him when he saw him was, why are your people killing my people? Your people are destroying people's farms. They have killed people. People responded, defended themselves, and they killed them. It was like, is that why your people are killing my people? Because he protects them a lot. So when he's no longer there, now that he's even demented, he can't protect them now. So those who are trying to do so on his behalf, because it's enough for them to continue to steal in the name of this Fulanization and all of that nonsense, and continue to see everybody asking them to do the right thing as the enemy, and continue to call on the death, call death on those who ask them to do the right thing. Those doing it on their behalf now, the Boko Haram has endangered the lives of Fulanis. An average Fulani outside northern Nigeria, as we speak right now, is endangered. You know why? He's a suspect too. People will be easily triggered. Oh, he's a Fulani man, because Boko Haram made it so. But how long that will last? Please remember this. If you are a Fulani terrorist, if you are a Miyetti Allah apologist, please, in your own interest, please ignore the Eastern Nigeria. Western Nigeria, Yoruba land, we are also getting ready too. And we advise you to ignore Yoruba land there. So we'll talk more about others later. So this is where I'm going to draw the curtain today. Until I see you again. I'm back to work tomorrow. My holiday is over. Oh dear, I wish I'm not going to be going back to work. But I've got bills to pay. Trust me. So I will be going back to work from tomorrow. And then you and I, we will be seeing intermittently. But there will be many of my videos that will be coming on. Remember, subscribe. Just before we go, do you know even when we have 1,000 people watching Maiyegun now, we only have just about 300 people who could give me a thumb up. Is that how stingy my friends are tonight? I mean, it should be called engagement. If you have the time to type in the message. Now, let's take this to 500 just before we go. Do me that favor. Drop that thumbs up before you go. If you really enjoy your time on Maiyegun's Diary tonight. Okay? And please, subscribe if you haven't. That won't take forever. Okay? All you need to do is just check the under this video. You will see subscribe button on your screen. Click on it. Subscribe. Be a member if you want to. And you won't miss anything of Maiyegun's Diary. Happy New Year to you. Thanks for being my friend. And thanks for the support. I'm checking the line. I'm checking my thumbs up now. We are just pretty much around 380. 1,000 people. You can only give that 400. Fine. Thank you so much for those who have been able to respond. I appreciate that. So thank you for your time. I'm going to see you some other time. Take it easy. Don't fight anybody. Don't get so depressed enough to go and kill anybody again. Remember, there's always life after that your age. There's always one. Let's continue to push for the release of Omoyele Sowore. It's done nothing. And if their laws cannot jail him, if all their laws have failed to convict him, that they are even running away from their own courts to come and defend their own case, come on, we shouldn't condemn him and victimize him. We're all victims. And if you don't know it yet, I'll continue doing this. One day, you're likely going to agree with me. I'll give you the time. Until then, remember, stay safe, be human, show love, share love, and believe in yourself. No one else will if you don't. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Tí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta